everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mademoiselle Lynna, and you can find me online at www.ConjureKnits.com. Today we are doing the weekly forecast for March 22nd through the 28th, and we will be using the Spirit Keepers Tarot, Vitruvian Edition by Mademoiselle Wynn. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the little bell so that you'll receive notifications of when I go live or upload new videos. I do try to stay pretty active here on my channel. From time to time I jump on and I do free readings, so that's something that you will receive a notification about. I really don't have a schedule on that one. On Sundays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do have the Conjure Crew with myself, Mambo Tanya, and the Black Bonnet Witch. On Wednesdays, we are just starting a brand new virtual book club. This week, we are working with Enchanting the Fairy Realm, Enchantment of the Fairy Realm. That's it, by Ted Andrews. And listen, you don't even need the book. We'll have the words up on the screen for you to follow along. So be sure and join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to learn a lot about the fairies. They are so cool. Okay, and then let me see. What else do we have? Conjure Crew on Sunday, book club on Wednesday. And then I also do these weekly forecasts every Monday. And I also do all 12 zodiac signs for the monthly Terrascope. So you'll want to keep an eye out for those as well. Okay, and so go ahead, smash that like button, drop a comment below. And if you find this video helpful, please feel free to share it with your friends. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Card number 1. What spirit will be most present this week? And we have the Dynasty, otherwise known as the Ten of Orbs. The Dynasty is wealth multiplied. In the foreground, the old man faces the young man. They personify inheritance, legacy, and the multi-generational dynasty. This card portends advancing prestige. The dynasty is the spirit of collective power that strengthens a tribe. The theme here is successorship. It can also suggest the personal impact on you of much greater national or global affairs. Something greater going on in the collective has reached down to directly affect you at the individual and personal level. What the Ten of Orbs portends is gains to be had from that impact. The Ten of Orbs can also indicate the gift of good physical health or reawakening of your strengths. While the Ten of Orbs marks a pinnacle of material wealth and success, the Book of Both reminds us that the success will quickly go inert, and from that inertia degenerate and rot, if the pinnacle is not immediately put to productive use towards the greater good. Thus, with the benefits and gains you shall reap, you must direct those benefits and gains towards a greater good. Do not harvest all the blessings for yourself. The spirit of the dynasty, with its influence from Mercury in Virgo, can signify social influence or even ideological influence, the power and capacity to sway culture. The dynasty appearing before you can also signify excellence in the arts and letters, scholarship, education, or occupational training. Okay, let's keep going. Card number 2. What is in my highest interest to make this week's priority? And we have the Rogue, also known as the Seven of Swords. The Rogue is mischief personified. Here you see the story of Loki cutting off Sif's beautiful golden locks of hair while she sleeps. Sif is the Norse goddess of the earth, of plenitude and the grains, affinity, fertility, family, marriage, mother of might and magnificence. She was also a seer. The mind, the thought plane, and the intellect are the weakening barriers to materialized success. The Seven of Swords denotes an unstable mind and unstable efforts. Your own thoughts and judgment are what undermine fruition. The rogue is a spirit of cunning and scheming. We see compromised integrity, yet the rogue is also the personification of one who is misunderstood. So when this spirit appears to you, you are the rogue in pursuit of an undertaking that diverges from the mainstream. You may get blowback for it, and yet take heart that the toad on the lily pad is symbolic of a rainmaker, an omen of ambition that begets plenitude, while the snail calls in the grace of the eminence and the blessings of the nine of orbs. Now where the realm of sevens is a province of reasoning, the Seven of Swords is the reasoning that convinces you to act in a clandestine, cunning, or devious manner because you're clever enough to get away with it. The Seven of Swords is the spirit of acting impulsively. It also shows someone fleeing from social norms, who embraces the role of being the outcast in society. Okay, let's keep going. And card number 3. What do I need to be mindful of and prepare for? And we have the Seeker. The Seeker personifies a fairy fool with a trickster persona, and yet one on a spiritual quest. This is the fool who seeks answers, who seeks to know. Before the threshold, marked by the twin pillars, 2 hands clasped in pair offer 3 white roses to the divine spirits. 1 is in full bloom, and 2 are still rosebuds. White roses symbolize reverence, esotericism, to keep silent, and purity of spirit. It indicates that the seeker has been cleansed and consecrated, and in a serene state prior to coming before the threshold for communion with the divine. This is the adept as a mystic fool. The 2 closed rosebuds indicate that which still has not been revealed to the seeker. After crossing over to the other side of the threshold upon communion with the divine, the closed rosebuds will open in full bloom. Supporting the clasped hands on either side are palms open and ready to receive. Upon the right wrist of the open palm, the astrological glyph for Uranus, the planetary correspondence for key 0. Astrologically, Uranus represents science, progress, ingenuity, and unconventional knowledge. A luminescent halo of light shines out from the other side of the pillars. It is the light that the seeker is about to enter and on the other side find illuminated the answers the seeker has been looking for. This is you in search of how to utilize the Philosopher's Stone to help you navigate the ways in which your great work has been intended by the Holy Spirit to contribute to this material world. This is the determination of how your great work can make the world a better place. Here the rose is symbolic of divine protection. In the Iliadic tradition of Aphrodite anointing the corpse of Hector with rose oil, the rose is depicted here as the offering you give to the gods in exchange for knowledge of the sacred mysteries, or for safe passage through that threshold into the beyond. Yeah, use the seeker when divinatory insight is sought, when the adept needs guidance midstream along a path, or when you seek divine counsel on a material matter. Now, science here means knowledge, the quest for truth, or seeking to better understand the system, the architecture upon which your world is built. This is about revealing the operation and the laws. This is the mystic fool, represented by the mystic rose, who seeks knowledge, wisdom, and truth. The seeker is the one who is on a quest to better understand the operations of the universe and of the divine. This is the seeker in search of systematic knowledge of the cosmos. By combining the cards from this week's reading, I was able to come up with the I Ching of Done. Done is about retreat, withdrawal, absconding. Hostile forces are advancing upon you, and a confrontation will not serve your interest. It is better to retreat for now, but do not mistake the act of retreat with fleeing. Do not abandon the endeavor. Retreat, but plan your counterattack. Show your strength by bringing your opponent to a standstill. By retreating now, your opponent will come to a position of rest. When your opponent is in that position of rest, you can then descend down and attack. Okay, so let's go back over this and try to sum up the reading. Card 1 was what spirit will be most present this week. This really feels like for some of you, you're going to be receiving a sum of money. Or it may be that you have already received this just recently. Also, for some of you, I'm feeling that it could be scholarships coming in the mail, things like that. Also, it could be promotion at work because it is blessings or it is an abundance. I really feel it's monetary though. It's really got to be monetary. That it's a very, very strong feeling of monetary. So you're going to be receiving money. You just received money. You could be getting notifications in the mail regarding scholarships. It also could be a promotion. Now, this could be like your tax refund or a stimulus check, a raise at work, extra grants and loans for college or furthering your education. They were talking a lot about science in here, seeking knowledge. But I also feel like now with card number 2, that was what we needed to make our highest priority this week. And it really feels like, well, some of you, it could be that you're the one being shady and a little sneaky, but I really feel like it's other people, since you're the one that's going to be receiving this promotion or these monetary funds. Other people trying to tell you how to spend your money or where you should go to school. Should it be, for those who are getting your scholarship funding in? They're really looking out for their own best interests and not yours. So along comes the seeker, which is what we need to be mindful of and prepare for. And to me, this is really speaking about, well, even with the I Ching, okay, I'm going all over the place here, but with the I Ching, which put all the cards together, okay, so the seeker is about seeking knowledge. It's about doing your research, finding out, what steps are the best ones to take. It's about making a plan to achieve what you want. And like I was saying with the I Ching, they're telling you to take a step back. Think about things for a minute before you make a move. Don't just go out there willy-nilly, or you will end up being the rogue. And it's going to be, you're cutting off yourself. So don't go out there and spend this money or make a snap decision about what school you're going to go to. Take some time and take a step back do some research. Think about this. Really think it through and make a plan about what you feel is best for you. What you feel would be for your greatest good on how to use these funds. And don't listen to other people, because this really affects you, okay? If it is going to a school, it needs to be the school that you're interested in. It needs to be something that you're passionate about, something that's going to bring out your greatest good. Okay, I hope that this reading has resonated with you and will help lead you and guide you throughout the week. If you would like a more personal and detailed reading, please go over to my website at www.ConjureKnits.com and book a reading. If you have purchased a personalized weekly forecast from me during the past week, those are already uploaded and ready for your viewing as well. So, I hope to talk to you guys soon. Love you bunches. Bye-bye.